Now I'm going to show you something that is going to totally blow your rocks off.
Hi. How are you?
Hello?
I think you guys got a new band happening here.
Hey, guys. Oh, big go, huh? All right. I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. If you have a problem, turn off your station.
Hey,
Hey, what's going on?
this is a little crazy. Just the two of us.
Yes. Welcome to the first BonerJams and Kurt review. Something a little different, little additional content for the Under the Bus network, where Kurt and I are going to be reviewing different songs, albums, beers, Bang Bros videos. We'll review everything, and we're gonna start tonight with our first review. And Kurt has been listening a little bit of Mastodon. I threw it out to him, and instead of starting from the beginning with their first album, we're gonna go backwards.
Which I'm glad you did.
We're gonna go Tarantino on you. We're gonna start with the end. So we're gonna start with the most recent album, Hush and Grim, from Mastodon, who basically they formed in the early 2000s, and in 2021, October 29th of 2021, they released Hushed and Grim, which is a dope double album. And instead of going track by track and talking about every song, we're going to I picked 4 of my favorite bangers off this album. And Kurt has listened to them. He's listened to it once or twice, but you're going to get more of an authentic reaction from Kurt, and where I am a well-versed Mastodon fan.
And Brian, I want to say thank you, one, for wanting to do this, and we've been talking about it for over a month, and I'm glad we can finally get this done and get it out to everyone. But I'm an open book when it comes to music, movies, style, food, beers, sex, pussy juice. Do you still have the pussy juice can? Did you break into that?
Yes.
I was going to say we should do a review on that. Maybe you should order some more of that stuff. Anyway, I'm a pretty open book. I'll give a test run on something. I have a wide variety of music variants that I listen to, and I want to thank you, Brian, for introducing me. I mean, I've heard of this band and I've heard a few songs here and there, but actually diving into this album, I truly appreciated it. And I've listened to a few other tracks that you sent me, and I can't wait to get into the albums, I guess, the way we're doing it backwards, which is cool. This was a perfect album for me to start on. And yeah, so thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. This album is just like Goldilocks, right? It's not too hot or too cold. It's just right. So I'm excited to bring you into my world.
And like Brian said, that's the double album. There are 15 tracks, but a lot of them are longer playtimes, which is cool. Usually a standard album will have like 1 or 2 songs that go over 5-6 minutes.
Yep.
A lot of these do, which is cool. So yeah, Brian picked 4, and I'll turn it over to you.
Yeah, so I picked 4 songs, 4 of my favorite jams, BonerJams off this album. So Kurt's queuing up the music. So we're going to start with track number 3.
Correct.
Sickle and Peace. And Kurt, if you want to play, we'll start with the first little ditty.
And we can't, obviously we can't go through and play the whole song. One, this video would be super long, but Brian actually recommended certain sections of the song, and we'll just play snippets of the intro, the chorus, the outro, maybe some guitar solos that are dope. So yeah, here we go. Sickle and Peace. Let's listen to the intro. So the first thing that comes to my mind is I love and I'm listening to headphones right now, the crazy morph voice back and forth. I think it's great. What's your thought?
I think, well, for me, I've discussed many times, throughout the channels. Mastodon is one of my favorite bands. And Mastodon's a band you never talk to someone like, hey, what do you think of Mastodon? They suck. Said no one ever. They're amazing.
Right.
They're very creative. They do a lot of different things. And the thing I really like about this song, especially the intro, I've never heard anything like that before. It's really weird, offbeat. It's cool as hell. So
Yeah, and if you listen to it in a vehicle or in front of a nice stereo, it kind of gives me like the goosebumps.
yeah,
You know.
it's really
All
cool.
right, so let's get into the chorus.
So right there, the chorus is sung by Bron Daler, who I have a man crush on. Love me some Bron. He's the drummer. So if you're not familiar with Mastodon, Mastodon has 3 singers: Bron, the drummer, you have Troy, the bassist, and you have Brent, basically the lead guitarist. Bill, who is the rhythm, also does lead. He sings live, like more backup, but he's also the man. We love Bill. You can't forget about Bill, even though he's not a singer on the album.
Yeah, that's what intrigues me about these guys is they all are 100% contributors. They're musicians. It's not just one track mind per person.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it sounds like everyone is contributing and they're all putting their best foot forward, which is awesome. It's truly a band, right?
Absolutely. So the chorus is real strong there, and then we get to the outro, which is super dope.
All right, here we go. Lots of guitar layering there that I love.
Yep. Plus the drum, the beginning of the fill, sick.
Yeah. Yeah, the drummer. Not only can he sing, but dude, he's got some skills for sure.
He does. He's the man. Love me some Bron. Bron, if you're watching, love you.
Yeah, good job, Bron.
So that's track number 3. That's one of my favorites. So again, we're going to go over my 4 favorite songs on this album. So that was track number 3, Sickle and Peace. That brings us to our next jam. It's called Pushing the Tides. If you want to cue it up, my man.
Typical metal intro, right to the point.
Hell yeah. This is the first song that I heard off the album. So this was their first single that was released.
Okay.
It hit me in the downstairs Bonanza region. So I was real happy to hear that is their first song. It's filthy. So good.
Right.
So
just getting a little taste in your mouth gets you to just earn and ready for that disc to come out, right? Or those discs.
Yep. I think
you still buy discs, or do you get them all digitally?
No, I do. I buy discs. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
I have a real cool disc right here on my desk. Gizmachi, which we'll get to at some other time. But
yeah, that's another good one. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. So Pushing the Tide, let's get to the chorus. We actually got 4 sections we're going to listen to on this one. So let's listen a little bit of the chorus. So, dude, me having an open mind to this music, sometimes when I think of metal, I immediately think it's going to be screaming the whole time. I love the melodic singing. That's why I like this, is because it's got some dope ass choruses, and the vocals are awesome.
It's awesome.
What's your thoughts?
Hell yeah. Having Bron sing the chorus there again, the Pushing the Tides, it's awesome. It's just the song is a pretty quick song. It's 3.5 minutes, I believe.
Yep.
It just gets right to the point. It's heavy as hell. The chorus is great. It's open. It's soaring, and It's real inviting. It's great. It's typical Mastodon. What can I say?
So up here we got a dope riff, you call it.
I did.
What is it about this riff that you love before I play it?
The guitar work of Mastodon is unparalleled. They're so good. They're so creative. Bill and Brent are amazing. I'm not sure who wrote the specific part. It could have been Troy, it could have been Braun, but Bill and Brent are an amazing duo. And just this riff, the first time I heard it, I was just really like, wow, they stepped up their game. Like they're always, they're amazing. But this riff, check it out. Let me know what you think.
Here we go. So a few different riffs.
Mm-hmm.
Listening to headphones, I can hear the, little parts going on the left channel, along with two heavier riffs going on the right channel. So it's awesome, for sure.
Which is awesome too is you have Troy that comes in and is like, go, like, hell yeah.
Yeah, good layering. It's not just someone miking up an amp and jamming. That's what I love about it.
Yeah. And then
the outro.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Drum. I think they could have kept going a little bit longer.
Yeah. So it's pretty
awesome.
Cool. The outro it's just a real good song. It's just a banger through and through, and it's Mastodon at its finest. Absolutely.
Right. And we're through the halfway point between these 4 tracks. Before we get started, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. And if you like newer metal or rock or heavy metal, tell your friends, share it. And in the comments too below, if you know this album or have listened to it or listened to it after you've watched this video, tell us what tracks you like and why you like them. So there's the link to our show, and it's going to be down below in the show notes as well. So make sure you subscribe. And we do a show once a week on Wednesdays, live 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. So make sure you check that out. And then, of course, like Brian said, we're going to be doing more of this stuff.
Yeah.
So let's cue up the next song. Keep everyone occupied, Brian.
Yep. So the next song we go to is probably my favorite song off the album. It's called Peace and Tranquility. This song is fucking filthy. I don't know what else to say about it. In our notes app that Kurt and I share, this riff that we're going to start with, I called it Panty Drencher.
Yep.
Damn right. It drenches the panties. It's dope. Let's get into it.
All right, let's see if it drenches your panties. Here we go. Okay, hold on. That was the intro. Let's get
That's the intro, so we have to go 53 seconds.
Yeah, sorry.
It's all right. We're just moistening the panties right now.
Yeah, just the tip was in. Dude, that's old rock and roll, man.
Yeah.
To me. I love it.
It's so cool and it's different. You have a metal band in 2021 releasing something like that. Like that's just so different. It's obscure. It's really creative. And again, that's what Mastodon does. And I think I've talked to you about this before. I was talking to my buddy Mike Balls from Gizmachi, who they toured together in Ozfest 2005. And he would always say they work so hard. Every day, Braun was going into his trailer and he was playing and he was practicing before, after their sets. And, Mastodon, they want to hone their craft and be the best musicians they can be. And clearly that's what they do. And they just keep getting better and better, which is awesome.
Yeah. And you can hear it in the studio work. And with this track that we're going to play the chorus here, just blew my mind. I love it. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
More great vocals.
Yeah, that's Braun. Braun's just giving it to you. Braun outdid himself on this album. So again, that was a chorus of Peace and Tranquility. And the last little note that I have for this song, I titled it called Erection Reigns. Erections Reign.
There you go.
This part, when I first time I heard it, I had goosebumps. And just play it. Just play it for people.
This is where the blood's flowing to the tip. Here we go.
it's your great urethra.
Awesome.
Hell yeah. That's fucking sick.
And Brian, these guys are from Atlanta, right? Atlanta, Georgia?
They are. Yep. They formed out of Atlanta.
Okay. And how long have they been together?
They've been together since the early 2000s, so about 20 years now, 21 years.
Okay.
And they just keep getting better and better. But yeah, they're actually going on tour, I believe, next month, and they're direct support for Ghost. So pretty interesting. Yeah. First time I ever saw Ghost, they opened for Mastodon. So
yeah, and you sent me a couple Ghost songs, and I want to do one of their albums too because I immediately liked them.
I knew you would.
Yeah. And then, real quick, before we get into this last track, how many times have you seen them live?
Mastodon?
Yeah,
like seven times.
Okay. And have you met any of the band members?
No,
or chatted with them on social media or anything like that?
No, I threw a G-string right on stage, but I have not met them yet. I would love to.
What size of G-string was it?
It was pretty hefty size. It was Honey Boo Boo Mom. Flung that thing.
Oh, that's funny. Awesome. All right, last track, and then we'll put a close on this. Savage Lands, track
Savage
number 12.
Lands. This song, another banger. It's heavy, and it starts with a Bill Kelleher riff. So let's go.
Here we go. Sick drums.
That guitar riff is awesome. Hits you right in the nips, you know?
Yeah. Yep. Right in the feed bags.
It's cool. This song just gives it to you. It's fantastic. Then it goes, it's pretty quick. The opening, you get to the verse, then you get to the chorus within 51 seconds, which we'll get to right now.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah,
right after it.
This song moves, man. This is a good song. This will pump up your body. It's a good song to listen to when you're about to do some chest at the gym.
Yeah, and one thing I like about this band too is as we get to the lead before the outro, I love variation in songs. How this one starts off at the peak and then kind of descends down the mountain, slows down a little bit. I mean, there's certain times when you want to listen to a song that's 88 miles an hour the whole time. Yep. But I love it how it slows down, gives you time to breathe. Mm-hmm. You think about what's going on, and then it blasts you in the face again. So here we go into we'll call this what the outro, lead outro, right?
Yeah, and I wrote the melodic lead, which leads to the solo and outro. So yeah,
there you go. And we'll skip through a little bit and go to the end here. Mm-hmm. Screaming. Great guitar work.
It's awesome.
Love it.
So good.
Yeah. And earlier when we talked too, the other track that I really liked was The Crux. Mm-hmm. And I told you it kind of had that country western vibe to it in the intro. which I loved. And it makes me wonder how they recorded that guitar track. I always love seeing documentaries or behind the scenes or when band members talk about how they track something. And I wonder how they did that one. So check out that song as well, peeps.
Absolutely. And Mastodon's really cool to just watch. Go on YouTube, check them out, just watch some videos, and just they joke around a lot. They fuck around. They're so cool, and they take what they do very seriously. But obviously, they don't take themselves very seriously. And they're awesome. They're just a real good band. I'm really excited for what they do next. And again, what we'll do, Kurt and I, we're going to get into other albums. We're going to go reverse order, as we discussed. So we'll come out with The Emperor Sand. We'll do that one. But also, Kurt's going to be giving me some stuff that he wants to listen to, that he's well versed in, and you'll get more of my initial take of what Kurt likes. So it's pretty cool. So that's what we'll be doing with our reviews, where a lot of times Kurt will know something, and it'll be the first time for me, and vice versa. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and like I said at the beginning, thank you for introducing this to me. And I don't think we talked about it at the beginning, but they recorded this in 2021. Right. And they wrote 20 songs during COVID, which I think probably has a lot of mental and emotion in it. And they cut it down to 15 songs. A lot of bands didn't do a lot during that time. And these guys got after it. And I think everyone was itching for new music.
Hell yeah.
And they put this out at the right time. So super cool.
Absolutely, because this album is an hour and 26 minutes. It's got a lot of stuff for you, and there's just a lot of other. I picked my top 4 tracks, but "Pain with an Anchor," the opening track, is amazing. The Crux, you love that song. More than I Can Chew, really good song. Like there's just a lot of good stuff here. It was tough to pick, but the 4 that we went over were my 4 favorites. So
yeah, the first 4 were bangers for me. Easily hooked me. So they did a good job tracking this album for sure. So thank you, everyone, for joining us. Like I said, put in the comments. If you want to see more, make sure you put in the message, hey, let's see more. Or, hey, maybe suggest the album you want to see Brian and I do in the future. This isn't going to be super long. It's straight and to the point, kind of like Brian's sex life. But yeah. Anything else, Brian, before we show off?
No, man. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for tuning in as always. And we'll be seeing you soon.
All right. Thank you, everyone.